Here we go. Lifting up, making yourself tall, lengthening through your spine, shifting your weight feet to feet, maybe starting to get that spinal flexion, the lateral flexion. And then holding over to one side, taking a big breath in. Let your side body stretch and release. One more, in and release and come on up. We'll go to the other side. Reaching over. 3 breaths here. You can go a little deeper into it. And come on up. So straight spine. Let's go for our circles. 4. And reverse direction. 2. Good. And hands down to your shoulders. We'll keep that circular movement going. 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Nice big circles. Take it all the way back, all the way forward. And then punch those arms out. Pull your shoulder blades together and hold them there. Your back is supporting your shoulders. Tiny little circles. And flip those thumbs back and keep circling back with those shoulder blades pinched together. And then we're going to rotate in the socket, just turning the arm in the shoulder socket. Let your arms drop down slowly. You can keep that movement. And now we're swinging. There we go. 3. Let's do 4 more. Shake those hands out, get the blood flowing, and twist. Oh my goodness, thoracic rotation. My body's a little stiff this morning. Okay. So down to the hips. Remember, we're doing our, this is kind of an abbreviated warm up from what we're used to doing. Because we have our big movement warm up coming. And reverse direction. 2. And figure 8. And reverse that direction. 6. Okay, let's take your hands down to your knees. And we'll circle. And reverse direction. Okay, planting the ball of the foot in the floor. Circle, circle, circle. Go the other way. Wake those ankles up. And switch sides. And reverse direction. Nice. Okay, taking your feet nice and wide. Side lunge to side lunge. Think about sitting back into your hip rather than pushing forward with your knee. Let's wake up those inner thighs, but also wake up those glutes. Strength through length is the mantra. And hold. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. And up and over for 8, 7, 2, 1. Coming in, shoulder drops. One shoulder down, the other shoulder goes up. Hang out here for 1, 2 breaths, your choice. Then go to the other side. Let's get used to twisting in this position. And then let's go side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And roll it up. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Just prance it out, nice and slow, rolling through your feet. Going more up and down than side to side. Let's do one more each side, right and left. Find your balance on one foot or hold on. Ankle wiggles. Switching sides. Good. Okay, grab a drink of water quick. I am going to rearrange a little bit for doing push-ups with you. This week and next week, we're doing 6 minutes of the body weight movements. Weeks 3 and 4, we're going to bump that to 8 minutes. So it's probably one more round. Takes about 2 minutes to get through a round. Things you don't know until you actually do them. Okay. Okay. So let's start in 3, 2, 1. We have 10 jacks, low impact or high impact. 6, 8, 10. Come into 10 squats. 10. There's no need to rush through these. We're going to get through them anyway. This is a wake up. 10. Okay. 10 mountain climbers and then 5 push-ups. So whatever you're doing on an incline is kind of a nicer way to start, I think. Counting to 20 knee raises. Always stretching back out to your plank. Nice. When you get done with your mountain climbers, 5 easy push-ups. I hear you. I hear you saying there's nothing easy about push-ups. But you're at the wall, you're at wherever you are with your push-ups. Bring your hands behind your head. Are we all together? Good mornings. So weight is over your feet. If you look down, your knees are over your midfoot. Hinge that hip back with and bring it forward. Your back stays flat. Eyes forward, chest forward. Okay. Shake it out, catch your breath. 10 jumping jacks. You may be counting differently than me. Let's go. 10 squats. 9, 10. Okay, counting mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 push-ups. And when we're all up and together, come back to our good mornings. Make sure you're not squatting into this. Your knees should be staying at the same level. Well, they would anyway. But your hips are not going down as much as they're going back. Now I've lost count, so I'll do a penalty. 2 more reps and call it good. I'm going to clear something off my screen. It's blocking you guys. There you go. 1 more round. Here we go. 10 jacks. 10 squats. 2. Good. And 10 mountain climbers on each side. You can make these faster or slower, your choice. And then take your arms out. 5, last 5 push-ups. Hands behind the head. And everybody's up and back. And hinge. Hopefully, all the chest work we've done in the last couple of months has helped with push-ups. Reach to whatever is behind you with your hips. And that's 6 minutes. Shake it out, grab a drink. We're going to do a little bit of plyo, a little bit of balance, and deeper core work. And then we'll get into the workout, which is going to follow the same giant circuit pattern we did on Tuesday. Okay, so this time our hops, we're just doing 1 set, 20 seconds. Instead of just pogoing in place, we're going to add movement to what you can tolerate. 20 seconds isn't very long, but it can feel like forever if you have ankle or foot issues, so bear with us. We have 40 seconds of this. So we're going to go forwards and backwards for 20, and then side to side for 20. Let's go. Forward, back, forward. Find your springs. Imagine you're hopping over a line. 3, 2, 1. Take some time, catch your breath. Your heart rate should be coming up. This is not just because I'm at elevation and you're not. Okay, we'll go in 5 seconds. We'll go side to side. So 20 on, 20 off. And let's go. Imagine you're hopping over a line. If you want to do this, that will help you build to it. 3, 2, And one. Nice. Shake your legs out. Give your ankles some love if they need some circles. All we need for them to do with your heart rate elevated is balance. So how can I do this? This next one is interesting. We're not going to do it for very long today. I'm going to move you. So hopefully you can see better what I'm doing at the wall. We're going to be not too close to the wall and have one foot against it. So this is your stance position. Knee stays over your foot. And what we're going to do, and I'm going to face forward so you can see this, is hands on hips. If you need to, hopefully you have something you can hold on to. But you're going to be in this hinge. That standing leg hip is working really hard. What we're going to do is rotate from the hips down. So we're rotating towards the standing leg, not just moving your shoulders, moving your hips and coming back to center and then opening up the other way and coming back. So I'm not just twisting my shoulders, I'm moving from the pelvis. Your foot that's on the wall is dragging up the wall. So you're engaging both hamstrings and both hips and getting a little bit of pelvic rotation. I'm going to come closer and pretend I'm against the wall. But it's this movement. You're putting this hip in internal rotation. And then we're going to open up as wide as we can to come into external rotation. Let's do one more. These are a good one to play with. Maybe play is the wrong word. I find these super hard and really intense, but good movement after you've done some plyos. So coming to side two, center yourself over your foot, get that foot on the wall dragging up, and let's go. Rotating internal rotation to an external rotation. Four. I didn't give you a number. Maybe you're going to do these until you're sick of them. I'd say 5, and this is good. And this is my weaker hip. I'm not getting full external rotation. This is something I'm going to be working on all month. Hopefully you will work on them too, and Thursdays won't be a torture fest. Okay. So my hips are feeling actually pretty open right now. Hopefully yours are too. Get things moving, get things stretching. We're going to start with our steps. No, we're not. We're starting with the weight. We're going to start with like a deadlift and come into a squat with the weight in our hands, of course. We're going to go for 10 of these. And the bonus workouts last month for January, I gave you a swing to a squat. This is slowing it down, breaking it down. So we're going to start with a hinge. Shift your weight. We can come to a goblet stance and squat. Here's 2. Let the weight help you come into the squat. We're not doing the swing. This is nice and controlled. 7 back, stay flat. Okay, let's put the weight down. We come into our Pec Flye. I'm going to do this on the bench for a change. So what I use for my Pec Flye is roughly half of what I do for a bench press. your shoulders come into a vulnerable position, so it's naturally going to be a lighter weight. So floor is fine. Bench is fine. Whatever you got. But first thing is we always settle our back into whatever it's on. Exhale, engage your glutes. And pull your arms out to a fly and come back in. Anywhere from 8 to 12. Elbows stay slightly bent. And when you get to your number or you're done, come up safely and put your weights down. Okay, so that's 2. 3, we get to do up our step off to a squat catch. Find your step. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We're going to alternate feet. It's like you're taking a step into space and come into a squat, hold, and come on up, reset. We'll go with the other foot, squat, hold. For me, it feels very different on both sides. It might for you also. It's natural for me to step off with my right and catch with my right foot. Not so natural for the other side. So you never know what foot you're going to be dropping off a step or a boulder. You're going to need to catch yourself. So we're going to practice that stick at the bottom. 6. Good. And get used to catching yourself on that leg. I'm going to watch one more on each side. Good. Yeah, see if you can get both feet. We'll work on this. Both feet to come down a little bit closer in time. There you go. Okay, we'll come back. We're going to do a couple more rounds of this. Okay, find your loop band. Don't move your step too far away. Okay, loop band around your wrist. Okay, we are going to start with our hands down here. So kind of wiggle your shoulders, pull them away from your ears, pull your shoulder blades down and pull apart and initiate from the back if you can. Straight arms. Nice. 10 more. Okay, let's come up to shoulder height. Same thing, pull apart. Initiate from your back. Your shoulders are going to feel it, but see if you can also feel those back muscles pulling. More. My shoulders are getting tired too. Reaching up 45 degrees. We're going to pull in like you're rowing. Elbows come apart. Reach up, pull down. So we're not going overhead. We're staying in front. It's like a high, wide row. And this one, I really want you to feel your back muscles working, shoulder blades moving. 3 more. We're not done. We're going to take an overhand grip. And you can stay standing. I'm just coming closer so you can see what I'm doing. So at the bottom, when you pull apart, your elbows are tucked in. That's like doing the bottom of a lat pull. So we're going to reach up, pull behind your head, reach up, pull down in front. So it's lat pull to the back, lat pull to the front. We're doing 6 of these. That's 2. This is 3, 3. Tuck those wings in. 5, 5. Last set. 6 and 6. You thought you were going to get away without shoulders this week? Ah, okay. Coming back to your box. You can forget about your shoulders because now I'm going to terrify you. I've done this in classes and people look at a 2-inch block and say, I can't move both feet off the ground at the same time. So we're going to work on it. I'm actually going to lower my step. Mind you, the people who wonder about saying, when was the last time you jumped up onto something? So think about jumping and pulling your knees up. This is the movement, but you have to get your knees up to get your toes up, like that. I'm going to watch for a little bit. Yay! Cheer yourself. It's not natural. It's not anything we practice. And let's just do 6 to 8 today. Nice. You don't have to jump back down. I want you to be safe. You can step down. Nice. There's a very different sense of propulsion when you're trying to go up on something than when you're just pogoing around. Beautiful. Hopefully, this builds your confidence. Yay! Okay, let's move on. We're going to come back down to the floor. We have 2 things to do, and then we'll circle through this again. I didn't leave myself much room. Grab a light to medium weight for doing Russian twists, and then we're going to do a plank variation. I am there, rearranging. Okay. So Russian twists, we set up with your knees bent, heels on the floor. You could do this with your feet off the floor. This is week 1. So knees are bent, heels are down, shoulders are back, abs are engaged. And we're going to twist 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to 30. 7, 8. Good. 13, staying, leaning back as long as you feel your abs kicking on. 2. Good. Okay. Let's roll over. Let's do a little up dog first. Stretch those abs. And then from here, we're going to tuck our toes under. Come up into a down dog. And then settle into a plank. So if you want to drop down to your elbows, you may. So if we go into down dog and you're on your elbows, it's actually called dolphin. But we're going to take about 30 seconds and just go back and forth between a plank and a down dog, or a plank and a dolphin. Holding those abs in. We have 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Come back into child's pose. We'll take about 30, 45 seconds. And then we'll go back to the beginning. So I'm going to use this time to put my step back together. So it's true, you guys never need to jump like this in real life. Hopefully you never have to jump out of the way of a car and hop onto a curb, or you don't slip off big boulders while you're hiking and have to catch yourself. Hopefully that never happens, but the challenge with doing these things is this is why our muscles lose first when we start losing strength. And this is going to keep us, just the reaction time, the response time, just practicing it is going to keep our muscles happier as we get older. And I'm talking too much. So let's grab your weight. We're going to do our hinge to the squat catch. So hinge and catch. 2. Good. 3 nice squats. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So 10 of those. Finish them up. Let me move my bench all the way out of the way. I'm going to do this on the floor. Pec Flye. Not because it was harder on the bench, but because the wall keeps getting in the way. So we'll do it on the floor. Have a little bit more room. Going for anywhere from 8 to 12. Enjoy that stretch. Don't let the weights pull you. Good. Okay, let's step off and catch ourselves. Grab a drink if you need it. I do. Let's go for 6 of these, 3 on each side. And see if you can get both feet off, floating in the air, so you're catching yourself with both feet. One foot's going to be dominant. Let's see if you can do a little bit more than stepping off and then letting the other foot catch up. Nice. All right, this week is just learning new moves, practicing. Okay, grab your band when you've done 6. Or just step off your block and get your band. 20 pulses, roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and pull. shoulder height. 20 more. Make sure you're not just pulling with your arms. Reaching up. Pull. Nice rowing motion. Elbows are wide. I'm only doing 10 of these. Good. And then taking an overhand grip. Who says you need heavy weights to get your shoulders and back? Pull apart, reach up, pull down behind, pull down in front. 5 pairs of these. Back and forth. And then put the band to the side. Shake out your arms. Come down on the floor. Oops, no, we have our box jumps. Up and down, up, down, up, down. Okay, if your step's a little higher, it doesn't have to be. Let's go for 6 jumps. 2. You can definitely use your arms to get power. Heart rate should be up. Good. I don't see anybody having a 24-inch box to practice on. That would be scary. Okay, on the floor. Russian twists. Grab a weight or a ball. You can even just use your fists. That works too. The idea is to find your core as you lean back and twist. Each tap is 1. We're going to 30. You thought I couldn't count past 10. 2. Notice that little hip shift. Yeah, as you twist, your knees shift, your hips shift. That's a good thing. We want that movement. Okay, weights go down. Come into a plank. Elbows are fine. I'll do it from elbows this time. Hiking up, stretch your back, and then come back forward over your hands. 2. 6. Do 1 more. And come into child's pose. So I think maybe if I don't talk so much, we can get through 1 more set. You say we're not splitting things right and left. I think I'm talking too much. Here we go. Let's take about 30 seconds and just kind of re-equilibrate standing up. Check in with your arms, with your wrists. See how everything is feeling. Check your heart rate. Grab a drink. 10 seconds. Grab your weight. Whew. We all together. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're going to keep our back super flat. Chest up, eyes forward, hinge. Catch the weight, come into a squat. 3. It's like 2 moves for the price of 1. 8. I think I have 2 more. Last one. You got this. Okay, weight goes down. At least that weight goes down. We have our pec flies. As you're doing these, you can keep your elbows bent. You do not need to do these with a straight arm. You can keep your elbows soft. Think about just spreading your wings and then coming in for a big hug. Nice, nice to your shoulder joints. So settling in, flattening your back. You're going to open wide. If your back wants to peel up, you're using too much weight. Your body's not ready for it yet. Thanks. Nice. So you know what weight you're using. You know what your rep range is. Good. If your weights are too light, next week we'll play around with the pulse at the bottom, but you don't have to keep going. Okay. Stepping off and catching yourself. Try starting with your non-dominant foot this time. Maybe do all 6 with your non-dominant foot, whichever foot felt harder or less awkward, or more awkward, I mean. Play with this, see if you can make it more comfortable. And when it gets comfortable, you can add in the other foot and make sure that it feels comfortable on both sides. Hopefully it's feeling easier. Yeah, the size of your step. Over the month, you can increase it, or we can add weight. 2 ways of making it a little more challenging after it feels more natural and doesn't feel so weird to step off and catch yourself. Okay, bended back and shoulders last time. Okay, 20 pulses, shoulders away from the ears. See if you can feel your shoulder blades working, your rhomboids working, all those mid-back muscles working. Taking the band up to shoulder height. $19, $20, taking the band up, 10 beautiful rows. 4, 9, and 10. Taking an overhand grip, reaching up, pulling back, pulling forward. Squeeze those elbows in. It's harder when you're going in back. When you get to the front, make sure you're doing it. This is 3. You got this. Pull with your back. Shoulders are helpers. Tired helpers, but helpers. All right. Think about reaching up and pruning, thinking about pulling and weeding. You need these muscles. Everything we're doing has practical applications. Box jumps. We're going to keep you nimble. 5 or 6. See what they feel like. I want to watch for a sec. See how you guys are doing with it. Nice. See if you can land almost like you're going to come into a squat. You don't need to squat at the top. Just catch yourself up there. There you go. Beautiful. You guys are going to be tired today, I think. I'm seeing your faces. Okay, Russian twists. Okay, knees bent, shoulders back, chest up, chin up. 30, and we're done. Good. Okay, so just for a second, you're done. I just want to point out in less than 30 seconds, as you're rotating, your hips are shifting. And that movement with the twists is just as important as the core control as you're going around. It's all connected, how your pelvis moves. So if you're getting that shift, it's a good thing. I always tell you, you want to stay stable. You shouldn't be moving. For this one, you want to feel that shift with the rotation. Your obliques are connected to your pelvis, to your spine. Everything should move. Not side to side, just a little hip shift forward and back. Okay, plank. Down dog. It feels good to pedal your feet out after all that jumping. Your ankles need some love. Let's start transitioning here. So release through your shoulders and your back. Pedal your feet out. And then we're going to glide forward. We're doing 5 of these. So hiking up, pedal a few times, and then come back to your plank. And stop yourself before you sag. See if you can find that point where you're just in a plank. This is 3. And coming forward. 4. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Coming forward. Last one. Hike it up. Drop your knees. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Straighten. One more. Down and up. And then all the way down. Come into child's pose. And let your arms stretch out in front of you. Let your breathing slow down. You can take your knees wide. Let your torso settle in between your thighs. Let your head rest. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. Imagine your back is expanding to the room. See if you can feel more expansion in your back than your belly. Usually I do this with your knees close together so your belly is blocked. See if you can feel it. Then we're going to walk our hands over to one side and just hold and get a stretch down the side of your body. Keep reaching with your arms, pushing back with your hips. Deep breaths. And then let's go over to the other side. Okay, and let's come back to center and come up on hands and knees. We're going to do some easy rocking back and forth. You can come as far forward as you're comfortable. You don't have to stop at hands and knees. One more. And then let's take one leg out to the side and we'll keep rocking. So you're going to get a nice big stretch on that outstretched leg. And if you can, rotate from the hip and bring those toes up. And keep rocking. 4 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring your knee back under. I need to reorient myself. Rocking. And take that leg out to the side. Let's do 4 rocks this way before we pop our toes up. And then rotating from the hip, rotate the leg so your toes are up, and we'll keep rocking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee back in. Let's come into an up dog. So when you think about squeezing your butt, pushing your hips down as you squeeze your butt, that's protecting your back. So you're coming into this, not arching your back, just trying to create length through your spine. You got to stretch on the front of your body. I'm gonna hold for 10 more seconds. Pull your shoulders down. Squeeze that booty. And then rock back into child's pose. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing here, and then we're gonna come onto our backs. We're gonna thread the needle. So we're gonna give our shoulders and back a bigger stretch. So one arm is reaching across, one arm is reaching forward. The hips are pulling back. See if you can rest your head on the floor as you're doing this. It may or may not be possible. So wherever you are is a-okay. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And come on up and we'll switch sides. Keep reaching, keep stretching. 2 deep breaths. Good. Let's come on to our backs. Move my weights. Just settle in. Notice how your back feels. Just notice how your shoulder blades feel. I feel like I'm flush to the floor. It's nice. Hopefully you are too. Arms out to the side, palms up. Easy windshield wipers. Let's go 6 more. 4. Last 2. I'm on squeaky joist. It's musical. And let's hug your knees in. Let your butt stretch and relax. And then we're going to bring both feet down. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. We're going to pull your knee in towards your chest and then push it away towards whatever is in front of you. Push, pull, and push. So you don't have to use your hands. This is all your muscle strength doing this. Moving your femur in the hip socket. And then keeping that knee pressed away from you. So we're not tucking it in. I want it pressing forward. We're going to twist down to the left. And you're going to get a big stretch at the top of your IT band, where your TFL is. Opening the hip. And we're going to take about oh, maybe 20 seconds here just to relax into it. This feels good. Come back to this later. Spend a little bit more time in it. It's a nice hip opener. A little bit less intense than pigeon pose. And then bring that knee up. We're going to reach behind your left leg and pull your right knee towards you. Except I want you to not tuck in. I want you to keep that knee pulling away. So it's kind of like you're pulling your left leg in, but I want you to think about pushing your right knee away from you. Push, pull. Nice big stretch through the glutes. Right hip is getting the biggest stretch. See if you can relax those muscles. Notice if you're gripping, tensing, squeezing. Just let it go. 10 more seconds. And bring that foot down. Switching sides. Cross left ankle over the right knee. And we'll butterfly the left knee. Moving the hip socket in the femur. Moving the femur in the hip socket. That's how we know it's the end of the workout. Hip sockets don't move. Femurs do. Okay, and then keeping that knee pressed away from you. We're going to do that nice open stretch for the top of the IT band. Taking that left foot down to the floor. And we're going to hold this 15, 20 more seconds. Again, see if you can relax what needs to be relaxed. Don't hold tension while you're stretching. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Reach behind your right thigh. And see if you can use your elbow or your hand to push your left leg away from you. So you're still in this number 4 position. If your foot's up, it looks like an upside down number 4. Piriformis stretch, whatever you guys call it. And think about relaxing, relaxing, relaxing into that left hip. Don't squeeze your butt. Don't hold tension. It sometimes hurts because it's so tight. See if you can relax into it. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Unfold your feet. Tuck your knees into your chest. Make some circles in each direction. Maybe 4 or 5. And we have completed another workout. Nice work. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys.